you to see very clearly why your inner child goes into hiding. And for majority of the population, our inner child goes into hiding at quite a young age. And by the time we get to maybe our 30s, 40s, 50s even, we start going, oh yeah, well, this is life. And it's like, there's no life flowing through you. This is not life. We are life. So what's happened? Why does the inner child go into hiding? The inner child goes into hiding because the inner child exists within you. So your mind is the masculine energy, it's the yang energy. Your heart is the female energy, the yin energy. So these really are the parents for your inner child. And I would probably say, probably for 90% or more of the population, the mother and father are at war. The mind and the heart are at war. They're in conflict. They're not on the same page at all. The mind's going this way, the heart's going this way. They very rarely sit, communicate, or have a lovely time together. Not all, but many. And so this is why the spiritual teachings are taking us towards meditation and yoga, is to get the heart and the mind on the same page, because otherwise you're going to live a war inside. If you're living a war and conflict inside, what are you manifesting? We don't see that. We think if a war happens or a fight breaks out, it's out there. But if it's in your lifetime, or you see a fight, you were part of it. You contributed. Otherwise, you wouldn't even be here. You contributed to that. The external world is simply the manifestation of what's happening within each and every being. So to shift to fifth dimension, we have to bring the mother and father together and take responsibility that they have a child to bring up. And this inner child needs them to get on, to love one another, to communicate and listen to what it needs and what's best for it. Your inner child will start to thrive when your mind and heart are no longer in conflict. So next month, we'll go into that a little deeper. And I've created you a short little meditation which brings the mind and the heart back to a more solid marriage. So the moment the mind and heart come back to harmony, the inner child can come out of hiding and express itself as the divine inner child, because it's safe. It only went into hiding and dimmed its light because it didn't feel safe, because the mind, the yang, masculine, and the yin were battling all the time. It's growing up in World War III, in a war home. It doesn't want to come out of hiding. It has to want to come out of hiding, so it needs the safety. So the heart has to send love to the mind. The mind has to send love down to the heart. And there's many ways you can do this, which we'll go into next month. But the most simple one is simply just to close your eyes, tap onto the heart, bring your consciousness into the heart and say, heart, let him know you love him. And your heart energy will start to rise to the mind, and then you just say from your heart, mind, I love you, I love you, I love you. No more war. I love you. I love you, mind. And you do exactly the same, the opposite way. You can just tap on the crown of your head and bring your awareness to that space and close the eyes. And then allow the mind to say to the heart, I'm sorry. I'm sorry if I've been forceful, pushing, and not listening. I love you, heart. I love you. I love you. And the more often you practice that, they'll start to go, feels so much better when we don't fight. So they come into divine union. And this is the marriage. This is the soul partner you're really looking for. We're trying to find it from other people. We think, oh, if I can meet somebody else, I'll be happy. No, you are looking for yourself. You are looking for divine union within yourself. You want to marry yourself. You want to marry your mind and heart together so your child can come out and play and express itself through you as the gorgeous, beautiful being it was meant to before they started fighting. When your divine inner child is safe to come out to the world, you will heal. You will heal yourself and those around you. So this is why the inner child work is important. And I always say, yes, okay, look at belief systems, do some inner child work, but ultimately find your inner child, the divine inner child, let your divine inner child come out. And that work is aligning your mind and heart, bringing them onto the same page and noticing when they're in a fight. And you have the power to just like that, stop that fight and give it, if the mind is scared and freaking, send it love. If the heart is freaking and scared, send her love. So this is divine masculine, divine feminine. This is the energy and the power we need on the planet now. This is the work we're doing. Divine masculine, divine feminine. We are the embodiments of that. We need to step into that. And that's how we do it.